Hello. Is there anybody up there? What's going on? It's Friday the 13th, folks. There's 3 people watching me and they're thinking, what the hell is going on? I hope you can hear me. No, I'm not a troll. Birksdale is here. Hello, Birksdale. I won't be wearing this very long, but it's Friday the 13th. Want me to take it off? Okay. There, that's my real face. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Friday the 13th. It's not Halloween, but it's getting close to it. Oh, well, right. It's too hot inside this mask anyway. Oh. G'day, guys. How you going? I see 2 people there. Birksdale. G'day, mate. How are you? I hope things are good with everybody. It's Friday night here. And already he's got an echo, but that's just the way it goes. Now I don't. I hope people are well and happy, and if you're in Australia, you'll be looking forward to your weekend. If you are in the US, you're just starting the last day of the week. 1 more work day to go till the weekend, unless of course you work weekends, in which case it sucks for you. No, I'm sorry guys, just being a bit silly. I haven't even had that much to drink. Just being plain old silly me. Feeling a little sick, Birksdale. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. What's going on there? Got a touch of the old man flu, have we? Wanting to buy something. Well, there's plenty of stuff to buy on the internet. Go buy yourself a drone on GearBest. Better yet, go buy yourself a drone t-shirt from my shop. Or not, whatever. I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling well, mate. Plenty of water, and I hope you got somebody to look after you there, buddy. We've got 4 people checking us out. Only 1 person's bothered to type in the chat so far. I hope you're going to say good day by chatting to me, people. It's an awesome day here. It was a beautiful morning this morning, and I took my drone out for a flight. When all of the things align, the weather, the tide, the wind, it all sometimes just comes out right, and today was one of those days. So I went to, even though I start work at 7 a.m, I went for a fly before I started work at 6 a.m, and then went straight from my fly to work. Took the drone with me to work in my backpack and just sat it under the desk all day. Feels like it was, feels like it was, what do they call that? Take your kid to work day. Take your drone to work day today. Tummy bug, mate. Bugger. Just you look after yourself. Keep an eye on your channel and all will be revealed, hey? Okay. I will be keeping an eye on your channel. You can count on that. In fact, I'm going to your channel right now, just in case you've been sneaking one in there for me. What's going on? Did I hit that notification bell for you, Berks? I didn't before, but I have now. So now I'll know when you post this video with this supposed wonderful thing that you've bought. I see your last video was a week ago, flying again at the, God, now you're going to have me try and pronounce that. Kopupeka Reserve. Kopupeka? Sounds a bit risque there, buddy. I actually did watch that video of yours. Still lots of wind. Hey, the Moz is here. The Cairns man. G'day, Moz. Hope you're doing well, mate. You got a plan for the weekend? Taking that beautiful machine of yours out for a ride and flying somewhere with that Mavic? Boss man is in the house. G'day to you, boss man. It's the middle of the day over there. I think boss man probably knows Moz and Birkdale already, don't you? You want to come on the screen with me, boss man? You're welcome to. Now, what's going on? Just trying to find your, I know I've got your email somewhere here, but for some reason it is not coming up. Well, that's easily fixed. Oh, you're a champion. Good to see somebody with a gift for the gab willing to jump up on camera. Alrighty, I'm just going to go to your about page, grab your email address, buddy. I know I should have it there somewhere. About down here, email, view email address. Video comes up. Come on. Okay, I'm not a robot. I am not a robot. Wow. All right. I have got your email address and I am sending you an invite to your Hotmail account. Hope you get it, boss man. Feels weird calling you boss man when I know your real name. See, it was easy when I didn't know it. So what's going on, people? Are we who's gonna tell me something fantastic that they've got planned for the weekend? I'm a bit of a loss. Not quite sure where to go fly next. Always got ideas for videos though, of course. Boss man just sub Birkdale, champion effort. Good on you. I'm sure Birkdale will do the same for you, boss man. Take it as it comes. Yeah, me too. I keep procrastinating over this study. I think I mentioned I'm supposed to be doing some study on online, getting a certificate, but I just find that motivation so damn hard. I'd much rather be either making YouTube videos or flying my drone than having to study and do assignments. Oh well. These things happen, don't they? So what can I tell you about? Well, a few different things are happening. Well, for starters, I hope you noticed my new lower third or label that I've got on my chat. Figured out how to basically create whatever I want down there, put it in the Hangout. So that's just one. I thought I'd do a little play today. My first attempt. Moz, what are you saying? Ever launch the Phantom and only one prop flies off? I can say, oh, I don't want to hear about a prop flying off, you poor bugger. No, I've never. I always make sure my props are well and truly on. It's kind of a ritual you get into, spinning those props down and then doing a double check. I spin the props down and then hold the motor and then give it an extra tighten before on every all 4 motors before I consider launching. I'm hoping that never happens. When my carbon fiber props arrive in a week or 2, then I'll be wanting to make sure they're on good and tight as well. The prop just went straight up. Did you have it on backwards or something? Maybe you had it on the wrong. No, that's weird. That shouldn't have happened. Oh, bayonet mounts. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know whether they're so good. I like my old standard Phantom 3 standard, just threaded. Spin them down. They just get tighter as they spin. Not real keen on that bayonet mounts from what I've seen anyway. And now your story, Moz, is just making me even more convinced it's not a good idea. But, you know, you've got some of the features that I don't have on your beautiful machine, so. Oh, okay, no worries, boss man. No worries, buddy. Oh, nothing came through on the email. I did send it. That's really weird. Okay, well, never mind. I sent it to your Hotmail account, the Bungle one. That's weird. These things are supposed to work. Why don't they work as they're supposed to? Tell me that, huh? Oh, I suppose the easiest thing I could have done would have been just to do what you do, boss man, and that's just to quickly paste the link in and then take it down again. That always seems like the smart thing to do. That's what I'll do next time, boss man. You want to jump on camera, Moz or Birkdale, you're welcome to come and join me. You're live tonight. Okay, 9:30 UK time. Oh, the Hotmail isn't linked with my Hangouts. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should have just put your link in. If you're going, I won't bother, but if you were staying, I'll just paste the link in. If either of you two fellas want to jump in, Boss Birkdale or Moz, I'm going to quickly paste this link in for you. Then I'm going to give it about 10 seconds and take it down again. Birkdale doesn't want to. That's okay. Not a problem. That's the link. If you do want to come and say good day, I'll just leave it up there for 10 seconds or so if Moz wants to jump on. There's a couple of other people. There's 5 people watching us here at the moment. So I'm going to take this down. I hope you've copied it. If you do want to jump on, Moz, I'm going to take it down in 5, 4, 3. Oh, it's gone. Yes, I see you, Moz. How you going, buddy?
Yeah, good.
Excellent. Nice cruisy day for you. Cruisy weekend with nothing planned, eh?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny with that prop, eh? I wanted to get up and get a sunset from home.
Yeah.
did all the cowls, compass cowl and all that.
Yeah.
Hit the launch and just watched the prop fly up in the air.
How high do you reckon it got?
Oh, probably about 12 metres.
That's gold. Well, it just wasn't locked down on that mount properly,
I
obviously.
think it was probably just on the edge, eh?
Yeah, must have been. Oh well. Pity you didn't have a GoPro on your head or something to film that. That would have been fun.
Been awesome.
Yeah. Well, Dave's just joined us from Perth. G'day, Dave. How you going? Welcome. Hope you're having a good afternoon. It's only 6:48 over there, I guess. Yeah. You've got. Do you use carbon fibre ones, Moz?
Nah, just the standard ones that come with it.
Yeah.
I haven't tried those carbon fibres yet. I don't know what they're going to be like.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll see when mine get here. Vinny G convinced me to try it, so go buy them. So even though they said, hey,
I'll wait till you do a review.
Well, you don't trust what I say. You're not that silly, are you? Yeah, I'll see what
happens.
If I crash my drone, I'm sure you won't bother going out to buy them. There we go. If I crash my drone, I don't think I'm going to tell anybody because it's last time I crashed my drone and you just get so much shit for it. So anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, he reckons that those props give you an extra couple of minutes flight, but I don't know, we'll see. I actually flew that flight I did this morning, I flew it the longest I've ever flown. I flew 18 and a half minutes on one battery, which for me is pretty damn long. On standard. I was down to, I think my battery was down to 15% or something when I landed. So yeah, I was taking a bit of a risk.
You just don't want to get too far away when you do stuff like that.
No. Once the alarm starts going, I bring it back and I just fly close to me and never over water in the last few minutes just in case.
Yeah, that's nice.
I nearly put it in the drink, this morning. I was flying at the mouth of the Ross River, and there's these two big, guide poles for boaties. It's got those big signs on them and that, and a light on the top. And I'd actually flown up to them and filmed it films them up nice and close, and that's fine. And then I went beyond them and I was filming a bit more. And then I must have just lost concentration for a moment, and I did a revert. I was reversing back towards myself, and I was looking down at my monitor. Next thing, the sign whizzes past the edge of the camera. It must have only been about 2 or 3 feet from the edge. I was shit myself, honestly. It was not good. I put it in the video. I'm up releasing that on Sunday, so you'll see what I mean. It's bloody too close for comfort.
Yeah. Gives the old sphincter a bit of an exercise, eh?
Yeah. I like those reverse shots, I like it when the reveal. I think it's a good look, but you should be looking at the drone, not my bloody not on my phone. So anyway, you get that.
But I mean, the carbon fibre props for a couple of extra minutes, is it really worth it?
Yeah, I don't know. They also say because of the less flex in them, it actually puts a bit less strain on your motors, and over time you might get a bit more of a life out of your motors. I don't know whether these things are true or not, but we've always said before, Moz, all us droners, know that once you own a drone, you just forever buying extras, bits and pieces and shit you don't really need. And then these YouTubers. I took your advice, by the way. I wanted to tell you, Vistaprint, you put me onto those cards.
Yep.
Got mine already.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, just put my logo on it and all my details. So
I didn't put that much on mine.
Yeah, I thought if I'm going to bother giving them to people, I want to make sure that it's got my YouTube channel, my Instagram channel, my Facebook page, as well as my contact details for anyone who could be bothered. Mind you, I've had them nearly a week and I haven't given away one yet. So
Oh, righto. No, I just sort of give them to whoever's interested and said, there, this is how you can get on the channel if you want to have a look.
Yeah, if you just happen to be flying and someone's around. Oftentimes there are people. There wasn't anyone this morning. Actually, while I was ordering those, they offered you a special deal on T-shirts. So I ordered. Can you see it? Look.
Oh yeah, you see it.
Yeah.
Well, can you see that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Did you get that from Vistaprint as well?
Yep.
They're doing well out of us.
Yeah, I'd say. Oh, they're cheap enough anyway.
Yeah, no, that's good. Bit cheaper than those. Oh, Chopper's Rules in the house. I just noticed. Yeah, g'day, Mark. How you going, mate? What was I going to say? Yeah, cheaper than those. That T-shirt mob that I made those videos about. They're looking like $25-30 for a T-shirt. So I don't think I'll be selling too many of those. But anyway, done now.
I had to chuckle at the name. What is it? Stretch shirts or something?
Spreadshirt, as in spreadsheet. Yeah, spreadshirts.
Oh, for me, it'd have to be spreadshirt.
Triple XL, they don't sell them that big. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird name, but anyway, that's the way it is. Yes, so that's where I'm at the moment. I've got my shirt, I've got my cards, and I'm all set to go. Got a bloody week. Next week I'm working opposite of this week. I'm really not looking forward to. I'm starting, this week I started at 7 o'clock, at 7 in the morning, and 4 of the 5 days I was finished by lunchtime. But next week I start at 11 o'clock in the morning and go through till 7 at night every day. So,
yeah, right.
Bit of a pain in the ass, but it's money.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, in a couple of weeks' time, I probably won't be on or doing anything for about 3 weeks. You know, I'm heading off on my road trip.
Oh, that's where you're going down to Great Ocean Road?
I'll take me Mavic with me, so take me time and build up the collection for when I get back and start uploading.
Yeah, you'll have a bit there. Are you gonna camp or stay in hotels or motels or something?
Oh, I'm past camping, mate. It's motels for me.
Yeah. Once you get a certain age, your back just can't handle it anymore, eh?
Oh, look, it's the same as riding. I mean, back in the day, 900,000 K days was the norm, but now, the mind's willing, but the body just tells you otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't do it. I used to even just a simple 4-hour ride to Cairns is probably a bit out of my scope at the moment. About an hour and a half is about what I like to do, and that's enough for me.
Well, my last trip I was doing about 750 Ks a day. The afternoons were a bit long. You'd go for an hour and then you'd be looking for the first rest stop.
Yeah.
Pull up for 5 or 10.
Do you wear a back brace?
Nah. It's uncomfortable.
I think I would have to if I was riding any length of time. I remember, doing rides when I was younger, and it was always the back that went. Mind you, it was also my tiredness that when I fell asleep on a motorbike once. That wasn't good.
I saw a mate do that.
I couldn't believe it could be done until I did it. I was on a great big long straight stretch down near Ayr, and I was right on the other side of the road, just about to go off and hit the grass, and a car was coming the other way and went beep, 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 and I woke up and cut back. Thank God I didn't go off.
Yeah, what's scary is a micro sleep on the corner. I've done that.
Oh. Yeah, not good.
No.
Not to mention if there's any skippies around the place.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. I had I don't know if I told people a story before, but I was riding a motorbike in my early 20s up on the tablelands just outside Atherton, and I let my girlfriend ride my motorbike, and bloody kangaroo came off the top of a cutting right down in front of the bike. I was peeling passenger and she was riding it, And we came off, spent weeks in hospital. She had permanent brain injury. I had a wired up elbow for a long time. So yeah, them skivvies ain't fun.
No, I had the same thing happen on my way home from work one night, but when it came off the top of the embankment, it sort of landed right in front of me on the downward stroke as I run over it.
Oh, you went over it to come off?
No, it was on a 4-wheel drive.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. Not on a bike, thank God. Mark says Chopper's Rule says he went to Innisfail before he sold his bike. You should have gone all the way to Cairns and seen Moz, Mark.
Oh, just seen there from Birkdale. Yeah, I like the Mavic, mate. It's great for great little drone. Because I like to pack it in my top box and take it with me.
Is that the main difference, you reckon, Moz, is just the portability, or is it got, is the gimbal better than a Phantom or other things that are better?
I haven't really noticed a difference. I think the camera is probably a little bit better in the Phantom. Phantom's a lot heavier. It can handle wind a lot better than the Mavic can.
So I was thinking, maybe starting to put a few pennies aside towards getting a Mavic, maybe next year, but still umming and ahhing whether I should do that or just get an upgrade to a Phantom 4 Pro.
Look, if you don't need the portability, you're probably better off going with the Pro.
Yeah. Portability is not really an issue for me. I mean, I don't have trouble. I've got a backpack for my Phantom 3, and that's no drama to throw on my back. So a 4 would be just the same as that. So
yeah. I mean, with the Mavic, I've got the Mavic, the batteries, all the bits and pieces I needed in this little plastic suitcase, and that all fits in the top box.
Yeah, panniers on yours as well?
Yeah. Panniers, and also got a little 12-volt cooler, which I sit on the pillion seat so I can keep some drinks cool while I'm travelling.
Smart move. I mean, I've seen heaps of your videos where, with your helmet cam on, but have you done videos of your bike itself, walk around?
Not a walk around, but it's a couple of videos there where I've included at the end, like the Miller Falls. And
I did. That's right. I did see that. Yeah. I reckon you should do one where you actually, feature the bike. Just tell people how old it is and where you got it from and stuff. Because there's a lot of people who ride bikes who have got YouTube channels.
Yeah, all this is true.
Like Chopper's Rule 1, for example. Although he did sell his, but.
One of the other things I did.
Yeah. Just looking at what Mark said. He had some hats made, looking at getting some T-shirts made this month. Okay. You got a place in mind, Mark, for where you're going to get your T-shirts? I mean, I've got this one I'm wearing from Vistaprint, but that was on special. I don't know what they charge normally. I have to look into that, actually. Yeah, I'll see if I can find out what it is now. Vistaprint. Vistaprint. Cyclolate. Here we go.
He says he missed the corner. I actually didn't miss the corner with my micro sleep. I sort of dozed and waked straight up halfway around it. Kept going.
Whoa. The old heart must have been racing, eh?
Oh, yeah. I was awake for the rest of the trip.
Roger Lamb's just joined us. G'day, Roger. Welcome aboard. Welcome from Tennessee. It must be, about 6:30 in the morning over there, Roger? I'm just seeing if I'm subbed to you, mate. I can't remember whether I am or not. I am. Good. Phew.
Yep, me too.
T-shirts at Vistaprint start from 1665, it says. So there you go. I suppose it depends if you're ordering 1 or 50.
Yeah, that's right.
We used to have a place in Townsville where you could just take a design, like take a printout from a computer over, and they just scan it and then put it on T-shirts or cups and things. I think that was in Villa Vincent. Not Villa Vincent, that's an old people's home, in Vincent Village Shopping Centre. You got a place like that in Cairns?
I think there might be, but I haven't really chased anything like that up.
Yeah. There's not really great need. I don't want a whole heap for myself. I just thought I'd get one.
Yeah.
With my logo on it.
Yeah, that's why I bought the cap.
Yeah. Yeah, well, cap's better because you can see, people can see that while you're looking at your face, whereas I have to get the full chest and gut shot to see mine. Nobody wants to see a big old beer gut, so no.
No, I can't show my gut. I haven't got wide angle on this.
You need one of those 360 cameras, eh?
Yeah, something like that.
I wouldn't mind having.
Is on.
I wouldn't mind having one of those. Iron Dogs in the room, yeah. Michigan. We got Michigan and Tennessee. 9:30 p.m. Friday. Yeah, that's Mark. Oh, what happened here? Let's let go of that. Roger says 7 o'clock. That's 7 o'clock in the morning, I presume. Birksdale, 12:04 a.m. Midnight. Should be asleep. But if you're crook, I can understand why you're awake, mate. I went last live stream I was on. I told everyone when I was finishing up, I was going to the movies to see the new Kingsman spy movie. Have you had a chance to see that yet, Moz?
No, I went to see Blade Runner just 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, is that any good?
Yeah, real good, real good.
Yeah, I want to see that. My missus doesn't. The reason I mentioned the Kingsman one is because the very last shot, it's sort of about a virus that spreads around the world, and the way they get the antidote back out to people worldwide is with drones.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was really cool. There was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of drones heading out in all directions, taking the antidote to, places from all over the world.
Hope they're all licensed pilots.
Yeah, well, it kind of left us a whole lot of stuff that's hard to believe in those movies. But anyway, it was a bit of a spoof. It was a laugh anyway. It's good to see drones in a movie though, because you don't get to see them very often.
No.
So yes, I must sneak in and try and go and see that Blade Runner. How old's Harrison Ford now? He must be in his 70s, eh?
Oh, easy.
Yeah. I think I saw him on where did I see him on the other day? The Graham Norton show, that English talk show. He was on, spruiking that Blade Runner 2. It certainly looked like he was doing some action shots for an old bugger. He's fairly fit. Maybe it's that missus of his that keeps him fit, eh?
I'd say.
He's still married to that Callista Flockhart, I think. Is that her name? Yeah, that skinny girl from Ally McBeal all those years ago. She's like a skeleton, that girl.
Bergstale asking, is that the Golden Circle, Kingsman?
Yeah, that's the one. Yep. That is it. Golden Circle drug overlord. Yeah, it was a laugh. I would love to have been those actors, though, doing some of those stunts. They must have so much fun on green screen with harnesses and spinning backwards and all those sorts of things. Looks like it when you see outtakes from those sort of movies. It just looks like they're having so much fun. They shouldn't be paid for it.
You seen Tom Cruise's The Mummy?
No, I haven't, but yeah, I want to see it. That's where he busted his leg or something, didn't he?
No, there was another movie, I think.
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah, one after that. But the action scene in the plane where they were going weightless, they actually did that fair dinkum in the plane.
Oh, yeah? I was hoping him and a girl were in the plane, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that would have been fun.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a big arc or something and...
Yeah, and drop.
Yeah. I think you can actually, if you're super wealthy, you can, I think you can actually pay to go on one of that flight like that and experience weightlessness. I think that the best thing, the only thing I'm going to get to try that remotely would resemble that would be those, and I really want to do it, is one of those, those land-based skydiving things. It has a huge fan in the floor, and it's like a tube, the air blasting up from the bottom. Yeah. And you can sort of just hang in suspended air. I'd love to give one of that a go. I think there's one on the Gold Coast. I'm not sure whether there's one.
I don't think they'd have a fan big enough for me.
Yeah. Well, maybe they need 2 fans, mate.
Rolls-Royce engine.
I got a mate in lives in the Tullakia Beach north of Townsville, and he's a POM. He used to be a world champion skydiver, and he's in his 70s, retired now, but he's been in those things. He reckons they're fantastic. Obviously not as good as, because this bloke's one of those people that used to, you see in groups of 50 people all linking arms and doing those great big jumps, pattern jumping or something. He's very, Dave, he's very skilled and talented, and he'd still do it tomorrow. He rides a big bike, actually. Can't remember what it is. They went to, where did they go? I think they must have gone to Ayers Rock last year, from memory. Yeah, he and a couple of mates. He had a heart attack a couple of years ago, and after he got over his heart attack, he went, well, I'm not going to, like I often say with people who have a bit of a life-changing experience, I'm going to get out there and do everything I've ever wanted to do. So he's done a fair bit of motorbike touring.
Yeah, fair enough. I see Chopper's Rules had a look at FJ 1200, Yemi.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have an FJR 1300. That was a nice bike.
Oh, well, Mark's, the last bike that Chopper's Rule had was real nice too. He's got an eye for a bargain, haven't you, Mark? Aussie Tech's here. Ian, g'day, mate. Trying to do, hello.
Do I say hello or not?
I'm on live stream. You can probably see my wife in the background. Stick your head in if you want, my darling.
Hello, Mrs.
Hello,
Aussie.
there she is. Yes, hello.
Hello.
Fun. She's just come back from having a feed with some of her colleagues.
10 years.
Oh, there you go.
Hi.
Hope she brought your doggy bag.
She said she won a prize. I'll have to check it out when I get out of here. Oh, Nat, you heard me. What are you doing?
I didn't win a prize. I was awarded I don't know, something for doing good volunteer work.
She was awarded something for doing volunteer work. I'll check it out later.
Yeah, cool.
Whatever. Yeah. So, where am I? Where's my chat? I keep losing my chat screen for some reason. Oh, that's better. Now, Aussie Tech, you said I'm trying to do my first Tech Chat live tomorrow night. Oh, good. Okay, well, I'll see if I can check it out. Hopefully I'll be around. And you're saving up for an Inspire. Holy dooly.
Definitely need a license for that one.
Yeah. And a new Zenmuse X7 camera. Wow. There's a bloke down here in Townsville. He's got a Inspire 1 and an Inspire 2 and a Mavic and a Phantom 3 and a Phantom 4. And he doesn't even have his license as far as I know. So, lots of money. Obviously, he loves his drones. He's got a YouTube channel. I can't remember his name now. Anyway, if I think of it, I'll put it in the type chat. Hey, David here from The World and Us. David is Townsville. Are you still in Townsville? Did you move to Melbourne, David? Can't remember. If anybody else would like to join Moz and I on the screen, you're most welcome. I'm happy to put the link up if you've got Google Hangouts and you'd like to get your gorgeous faces on the camera. Dave's still in Townsville. Good, good. Yeah, Dave is Dave's a droner. That's how I got to meet him. World and Us. Raising a young fella. If you check out his channel, I see Moz, you've subbed. That's good. Sam's joined us. G'day, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
Ian says he needs to sell some body parts and rob some banks so he can get his new camera. I hear you, mate. I absolutely do hear you. Hey, if anybody does want to come and join us with a camera, if you've got a camera and you want to join our Hangout and be on the panel, I'm going to post the link up for a few seconds. If anyone wants to grab it, there it is. You're welcome to grab it and come on board. I'm going to take that down in about 30 seconds. Thanks, Birksdale, for subbing to World and Us and Sam. Always good if people can sub to each other. So good when people hit goals. I love it. I go on Boss Man Productions chats a lot, and whenever someone gets 100 or an extra 50, it's just like everybody is so elated. It's great.
Yeah, it is. It is very much so. I'm up to 117 now.
Well, there you go. You've come a long way in just a few weeks.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know if you saw posted the thank you vlog that I sent up.
Don't think I've caught up with that one yet.
I tell you what, it is difficult to catch up with everyone once you've got a few people there, eh?
Oh, I know it. I know it. There'll come a point where you just simply can't. Well, I mean, I don't now. I've got 1,100 now, and I'm probably, I tried, but no, it's just impossible. And then I know there's a couple of people that I know who actually put in, they'll like copy and paste something and just put it the same thing on everybody's. And that just kind of feels that what's the point, you know, if you're not actually making individual comment with people.
Couple of rules once it come on, I think.
Yeah, good on you, Mark. Grab that link. I'm going to remove it because I don't want any trolls to come in. So I'm going to remove it in 5 seconds. If you haven't got it, grab it. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and okay, taking that link out. There you go. Sam's hit over 100. Good on you, Sam. Birksdale's gone from 41 to 56. That is excellent, mate. That is really excellent. On your way to 100. Only 44 to go. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's good when you get there. I hung it at 8 for months, eh?
Yeah.
until I caught up with you guys and started to get to know everyone, and that's where it all just starts to flow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really, just waiting for people to try and find you. Chopper's Rule missed the link. All right, hang on, mate. I'm going to put it up again. Where is it? Paste. Okay, there it is, Mark.
Want to be quick?
What was I going to say? Yeah, about the getting to know people. I mean, I do everything that is recommended by way of, putting search engine optimization. Oh, there's Mark. G'day, mate.
Hey, there we go.
How are you going?
Hey, howdy.
Hey, mate. How you going?
Very well indeed.
I'm only running on my tablet, mate. My computer spat the dummy, so if you lose me, that's what's happening. I'm running on my little tiny tablet.
That's all right. It's still working. I'm glad you could join us.
Yeah, mate. Thanks.
You've been getting on a few live streams prior to this one, Mark, or is this one of your first?
Oh no, mate. I usually get on very early on a Saturday morning, and I talk to you, Dizzy, over in America.
Oh, yeah.
And he does a live chat from 6:30 our time till 8:30 our time.
Okay.
Which is 4:30 till 6:30 his time. So that's yesterday. So he talks to me Saturday, and I talk back to him yesterday.
God, it's confusing. I find it hard enough
at
work when I'm talking to people in Tasmania, South Australia or Tasmania or Western Australia, and they're on different times. It's much harder when it's
here's my little mate.
Oh, g'day, buddy.
This is Cookie. He's my rescue kitty. I got him out of a storm drain.
He the one
he was dumped in a he was dumped in a storm drain. He was about the size of my hand when I got him.
Wow.
Is
he the one that ran away when I came around to your place?
No, that was Jack.
Oh, Jack, that's right. Jack's the shy one.
Bigger one, yeah. Yeah, no, this little fella, he's only probably 3 or 4 months old now. Look, he likes to get in there, don't you?
Oh, it's good. It's good. We've got the lady who lives downstairs has got 2 cats that look very similar to that, Marmalade and God, I can't remember. They virtually look the same as each other, except one's big and round and one's like the sleek racing version. So
round one.
You're the round one, Oz. Well,
yeah,
I'm
me too, mate.
Everybody.
I keep staring the guys up at the gym. They all going on about their 6-packs, and I said, mate, you can keep your 6-pack. I got a beer keg.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of money invested in that belly. Don't want to get rid of it.
48 years of neglect, mate.
No, it's not neglect. You worked hard to get that. Be proud.
Oh, true. I'll give you that. That's my shadow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That was before I sold it. Unfortunately, I missed that bike.
That was a good bike.
But anyway, yeah, I loved riding that.
Yeah. Oh, life wasn't meant to be easy.
But yeah, you got to do it. Sorry, my sister just sent me a message. Sorry, fellas. There we go. I just said I'm on fire.
It's okay, no worries.
Sorry,
go on.
Sorry, mate. I was sort of looking for another bike. I just sort of really don't know what I want.
Yeah. Well, you weren't looking for a shadow last time, were you? You just found it.
Yeah, that just came up. I mean, I paid $1,500 for it, and it cost me bugger all to get it through a roadworthy, so that wasn't too bad.
Tell you what, I would have swapped mine for yours any day when we went on that ride. Well, it was awesome. But I suppose
the only problem with
the
only problem with the Ninja is there's too much of me and not enough Ninja.
Yeah. Moz keeps
that's
telling
the
us
only
about how he needs extra size, large shirts and large bikes and things. So it sounds like you two are birds of a feather.
Yeah, well, I've lost a little bit of weight since I've been going to the gym, so it's not too bad.
Oh, that's
Feather
good.
with a whole pillow.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
They should. The motorcycle manufacturers should make extra large seats as as an add-on or something for the big fellas.
Oh, mate, I love that
It's not
seat I
just
had
the
on my
seat, it's the
Shadow.
suspension and the motor and everything else, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that seat I had on my Shadow. That was a really nice, comfortable seat.
Mm.
That was really nice.
Anybody else in the chat ride motorbikes? Don't think so, but I might have
Actually, I
missed
don't know.
some.
I can't see the chat part of it on the tablet. I'll see if I can bring it up on my phone.
Yeah, I've seen a few people do that. They just have their phone in their hand so they can see the chat on the side. It's the benefit of having.
I think
Oh, hang on, I'll
Aussie
just turn the volume down.
and Birksdale had an XJ750.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, nice.
Lots of.
I also looked at a 1800cc Boulevard. That would have been nice.
Yeah, well, they weren't asking too much for it, were
Yeah, mate. Yeah, cost more than my car.
they? Oh, the perfect
The
bike
poor old
is.
U broke down last week, mate. I had to push it through the intersection at McDonald's. The bloody alternator spat the dummy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Did
That's
anyone
how I
help
put
you?
my back out. Nope.
Oh,
Nobody come
no.
anywhere near me, mate. That's how come I put my back out. I haven't made any videos for a while.
Did you have to have time off work?
Nah, mate. No. I sucked it up, princess, and went to work.
The good old Aussie mentality. You only take a sickie when you're well, not when you're sick.
Yeah, that's about it, mate. Yeah, that's about it.
and no point taking a day off sick.
Well, that's it. It's no fun when you're sick to have a sick day.
Well, being a casual, I don't get sick days, so I haven't had a sick day since I started last year.
No, me neither, mate. I don't get sick days either. I don't go to work. I don't get paid.
Oh well, we're birds of a feather there.
Yeah.
World and Us Dave says he's had his learners since high school 20 years ago. He still hasn't got a bike yet. Oh, well, you're raising a young family, I think, Dave, so that you can be forgiven for that.
I left high school in 1984.
Well, I won't tell you when I left because it was earlier than that.
Yeah, same. I left high school in 1977.
Oh, same as me, Moz.
I got told by my guidance officer not to come back after grade 10.
Oh, nice. That was back in the day when you could say things like that. Now you wouldn't get away with that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
The World and Us, you rode a scooter in Bali once and you survived?
Yeah, that sounds dangerous, that stuff, when you read about the accidents in the paper and that, and the news.
Yeah, not wrong. I tried to ride a scooter once, but there was too much of me and not enough scooter.
Do you have to do a Barney Rubble and put your feet on the Fred Flintstone, put your feet on the ground and to get going on one of those, I'd imagine.
You don't remember the little 125 Yamaha, do you, Mark?
No.
No, that wasn't a bad scooter, but yeah, I kind of killed it after 12 months. I wanted to go too fast on the highway with it.
What probably maxes out at about 65 k's, does it?
Oh no, it used to do 100 and 105 with me on it, but it just got slower and slower and slower as I got older.
Oh, righto.
Yeah.
Dave says it was a quiet area in Bali, thank goodness. Oh, Jeanette's just joined us. G'day. How you going? Good of you to drop by and say g'day. And in amongst this group of young fellas. Ha!
Yeah, that's it.
I
Actually, I think I probably am the youngest fella.
you might be, you know. I don't know. Nah, I think
Yeah, I might be. I might be the youngest fella.
I think Sam's younger than you.
I turned 50 on the 24th of this month.
You will be 50. Wow.
Yeah.
I hope you're going to do something a bit special.
Nah, it's another day.
Oh, come on, your kids must be, or your missus must have something organised. You probably just don't know about it yet.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not holding my breath on it.
Well, you have to go do something you want to do. Go fishing or something.
Ram, I run out of coffee.
There you go. Sam's 43, so you're not the youngest here.
Oh, okay.
Barely have their nappies.
Yeah, that's about it. What you doing, kitty cat?
That's 55.
Well, I think we're getting ready to get back into it now.
I bet you. So we know who the youngest one is. Well, we think it's Sam. I wonder who the oldest one is here. I'm 57. Anybody beat that?
58.
No, Jeanette said she's 55.
Moz is 58. Anyone beat that?
Yes.
Actually, are you the champion? You're the oldest, Moz. My goodness.
You old fossil.
Winner. So what old people's home are you going into next week, bud?
I often tell my young fella that when he was a baby, I used to change his nappies, and when I get older, he's going to have to do the same for me.
Yeah, it's a sad reality. It's coming to all of us, I think.
That's all right. He told me he'd just hang me on the clothesline and hose me off.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I keep telling the guys at work, I'm not saying how old I am, but my birth certificate is written in hieroglyphics.
It's a bit hard to lift up your birth certificate when it's written on a stone tablet.
That's it, mate. Yeah, that's it. My little man's getting comfortable now on the bed. Hang on, I'll see if I can turn it around without losing you.
Hey, there he goes.
He's very comfortable.
Oh, yeah. He makes himself at home.
I had my
Especially
dog
when
here with me. When the missus got home, she took the dog out.
Oh, did Leela leave, did she?
Yeah, well, never mind. Such is life. So I hope people are subbing to each other. I see some people are. Jeanette's sub to Sam. That's good.
I would if I could, but I don't know how to do it on this.
If you got the chat up, have you got the chat up on your phone?
Yeah.
If you click on the very right of any person's name in the chat, you should get a pop-up window saying go to channel.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
And then you can go to their channel and just click the subscribe button.
Yeah, it comes up like that. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, go to channel. That's it.
Cool. Oh, damn, what did I do? I killed my phone. That wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I dropped
mine.
We're good. The front's really good and the camera and everything's fine, but I've got a Samsung A5 and it's got a glass back on it as well, and the back of it's all cracked for some.
I don't know whether you can see it, but that's my back camera.
Oh yeah.
With a big hole in it, and this is my front screen. See the big area here?
That's knackered. You drop in the water.
No, I dropped it on the concrete downstairs.
Okay.
And the camera, I don't know if you can just see the camera's got a big hole in it there too.
Yeah.
And the shiny patch just there, is actually the broken part of the screen's hanging out.
You got to
But
treat
it
your
still
things with a
works.
bit more respect, mate.
Oh, mate, I got a decent cover on it, but it just,
Yeah, these things happen.
they need to make a bulletproof phone for me.
That's it. Or one of
That's
those.
what they need.
Just strap it on your arm or on your hip or something, so it's always there.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I picked up a new toy to hang out when I go fishing with Anthony.
Oh, what's that? Oh, okay. Is that a battery operated one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like $2.
Cool.
So when we go nighttime, we can use that to hang up above the fishing cart now. So
Yeah, there's some cheap lights around the place in some of these cheap shops. So here's one I got. Mine. This one cost me $6. It's got bunch of whoops. Where is it? As you can see, it's got torch end as well as a normal end, and it's got a magnet
nice.
on the bottom, so you can actually sit it on any metal surface and it'll stick. So that's quite handy. That was $6 though, not as cheap as yours.
True. Birchdale said he's got a Nokia 3310. Man, I remember those old phones.
Yeah, I
That was
had
pretty
one
cool.
of those too. Yeah,
Yeah, they were good phones.
still got it. Wow.
Yeah, I think I've got it in the cupboard somewhere. It doesn't work anymore, but I still got it.
I think that must have been the first one I ever had. When I got my first mobile phone, everybody else already had a mobile phone, and of course I was behind the eight ball. And then I got a job virtually as a sales rep, and they said one of the things that you had to have in order to get the job was you had to have a mobile phone. So I had to go. They said, "You've got the job if you can go and buy a mobile phone." So I went out that day and got a Nokia 3310.
Yeah. Oh, my first phone I ever owned was a half brick. Well, analog network.
Oh wow, that's a long time ago.
Oh yeah. Oh, I go for a walk. I'm starting to cough, so I need a drink. So we'll go walkies.
Can the handsome gent in the glasses type in the chat so I can speak to him? She's talking about you, Mark.
Me?
Yeah, she's saying if you just type in hi or something in the chat, and then people can go to your channel and sub to you.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, give me a sec to get a drink, and I'll type something in the chat.
Yeah. Sam said, "Where did you get that?" I think he means the light, or unless he's asking me where did I get mine. Mine was just from a cheap reject shop in one of the big shopping centres here. Any of those $2
I think
stores?
I got mine. I got my light from Kmart.
Okay.
When I was in there working tonight.
Are you putting some bike? You're still putting bikes together?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, still doing that. All right, give me a second. I'll get onto my phone.
Yeah, that's a go.
Because the phone I got at the moment is an S5.
Birksdale says he's got an S7 Edge.
That's nice.
I've seen a few people with those. Yeah, they do look like a good piece of machinery, bit of kit. Bit more to break though with the screen going right up to the edge like that. I reckon if you dropped it, it'd be a bit more prone to damage. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I keep dropping things.
Yeah, you and me both. Hasn't that's what I showed you with me phone. The back camera has just got a hole in it.
Yeah, and you reckon it still works?
Well, yeah, sort of. Hang on a sec. I'll get the camera. Let's see, reverse. This is what my screen looks like on reverse camera.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah, she's pretty bad.
Yeah, I think I might have to stop using that one. That's for sure.
At least the front's not too bad.
Yeah, front's all right. And Jeanette just said she just subscribed to you, Mark. So there you go. You got another subscriber.
Oh, that's awesome. Hang on, I'll get back onto the.
Yeah, make sure you sub to her too, eh? Well, I shouldn't be telling you what to do. You can do what you want. But
Oh no, I'll subscribe back. That's not a problem. In fact, if I hold on to that, go to there. There we go. Subscribe back, Jeanette. Whoops. Oh crap. Oh no, we're good. Thought I was in trouble then. I thought I lost everything.
do you guys see the mask that I had on when I first started? Because it's Friday.
I don't need
Because it's
a mask.
Friday the 13th. I was wearing this.
Mate, I don't need a mask. I scare people normally.
Yeah, it's I'm a bit the same. I scare myself when I walk into the bathroom and the mirror's there.
Oh, dude, every time I walk into the bathroom, look in the mirror, there's a scary, grumpy old man looking back at me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unfortunately, he looks like my old man.
You should tell him to get out of your house. I don't know why he lives there. Thank you, Jeanette. Yes, it is a good mask. I've had it for a couple of years. I don't usually find an excuse to wear it. I only had it on because it's Friday the 13th. So I figured it's not really big into Halloween over here. Not at all, in fact.
Me neither.
And now the other mask, yeah. Oh, you mean the other one I had on, Birksdale? Yeah, I had this one on as well. That's my hockey mask.
All right, I'm good to go now.
Jeez, what did I miss? Only went for a wee walk.
I'm good to go now.
There you go. You should do some live streaming when you're going for a ride, Mark.
Hang on, mate. I can't hear a thing with that thing on.
I said you should have your phone, mount your phone on the front of your camera and do some on the front of your bike when you get a new one. Do some live streaming.
Yeah, I bought some brackets for my GoPro that I can mount them on the front of the bike now. So
Oh, good.
I'm going to do a couple of ride videos on my green speed.
Those of you who don't know, our mate expat in Mazaron, he's a Pommy living in Spain, aren't you, bud? And a good drone flyer. Jeanette's otherwise known as Mrs. P, and her old man is Pixie, for those of you who don't know. Pixie's channel does lots of subs, sub for subs, and lots of live streaming. You reckon Pixie's a grumpy old fella, do you? Yeah, I heard he bought, who was telling us? Keith, Eagle VP, was saying that he bought one. That's great. Has he flown it yet?
Yeah, I'll have to look at getting myself a drone one day.
Yes, yeah, they come in all sorts of, you can get starting prices down to about $20 for a really basic one, so like a kid's toy one.
Yeah, I don't know what that'd be like.
Well, I must sling it. I've got one sitting here doing nothing. I'll have to sling it over to you, let you have a play with it.
Yeah, that'd be cool, mate. That's how I started flying helicopters. I borrowed a chopper off a mate of mine, and I liked playing with that, so I went and bought my own, and then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger from there. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I got a couple because I bought a few little toy ones and did a bit of a review on each of them, and flew them a couple of times, and then they just sit in the box.
I did see the reviews. I did see them.
Yeah. There's so many. There's new ones coming out all the time. If you haven't subscribed, I subscribe to. There's this big these people called the RC Sailors. It's a YouTube channel. and they do reviews of drones almost every day, and there's just so much new stuff coming out. It's insane.
I like your AC/DC shirt, brother.
Yeah, way to go.
Get the same shirt.
Same size?
Extra fat, yep. Actually, I found some old YouTube stickers that somebody had sent me that had fallen down behind the cupboard this morning or yesterday, so I've got to send some of my stickers off now.
Oh, there you go. You see, I got some new, I was just showing Moz before, I got some new business cards with Aussie Mark on them. Just, there we go.
Yeah, right about there. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's I'm trying to get the logo on everything, hence the shirt. Those of you who didn't see my shirt, there you go.
I did see that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I want to try and get some shirts made for my 10 years on YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be good. You need to have your
I've got my hats. The hats aren't too bad, but I'm going to get some new ones made.
You make sure they're, you treat them like advertising. Make sure you put in great big words, Choppers Rule 1. So see Choppers Rule 1 on YouTube or something.
Yeah, I got it the same as me, the stickers.
Hmm.
I gave you one of my stickers.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, stuck it up downstairs.
Oh, awesome.
I should have it up here so people can see it on the live stream.
Yeah, I'll have to get around to doing a live stream one day, and I'll have my sticker board somewhere up.
Yeah, that's the
Actually,
go.
I can't put it up there.
Expats leaving us. Thanks for coming in, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
See you, expat.
See ya.
Yeah, mate.
And Pixie's doing an interview with Cab 7 tonight. Okay.
Oh, I know Cab 7.
Yeah. That'll be an interesting interview with Cab 7 and Pixie. Two grumpy old men together, Mrs. P. I think you're going to find that that'll be a challenge for both of them.
Well, this show's grumpier old man, isn't it?
Grumpiest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that do.
Oh, it's all right. I've been away. It's been about 6 hours since I've been at work, so I'm less grumpy now. It's all right. And I've had a couple of wines.
It's only been about 45 minutes since I got home.
Straight. Oh, but you work 2 jobs, so.
Yeah, I got up at 4 o'clock this morning to go to work, and it was 9 o'clock when I got home from the second one, so.
Wow.
Long day. Last Friday we started at 4 a.m. in the morning. So I had to get up at 3.
Why?
We got to do a lot of stuff when there's no traffic around.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. The only good thing is, of course, we finish at 12 o'clock. So.
Yeah. There is that.
So you come home and you turn the air conditioner on.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Working in the coolest part of the day.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. There is that. Although every day it's always cool when you work in the air conditioning like I do. Doesn't matter what time of day it is.
I work in the air conditioning at night time.
Yeah, those of you who don't know, Mark puts together push bikes for big Kmart here, shopping centre.
And I also custom build my own stuff too.
What you don't know about push bikes isn't worth knowing, eh, Mark?
They're pretty much, mate. They got to throw a big pile of parts on the ground I'll ever put together in 15 minutes. I did 350 push bikes in 24 days last year at Christmas time.
Before Christmas, yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah, December. Yeah, 23 days actually, because it was Christmas Eve. We stopped putting them together.
Wow, that's a hell of a lot of new bikes going out for Christmas presents.
Oh yeah, $10 a push bike, mate. It was a good month. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Cookie. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, he's back. Hello. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
What you doing? Oh, you're getting a bit cold, are you? Are you purring? you can't sit in front of the camera. Oh, dude, get your foot out of your face. Oh. He tries to sit up on your shoulder.
Yeah.
When I got him, he was so small he could fit in the top pocket of my work shirt. That's how small he was when I got him.
Wow. Must have only been a few weeks old by the sounds of that.
I'd say so, yeah, because we took him to the vets and everything, and they checked him all out, and he was okay. So
Well,
I just couldn't part with him. I couldn't let him go.
yeah. He got his claws into you before he even had claws.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Mrs.
see where he's
P, what are
going.
you saying? I just spoke to Pixie on the phone and told him I'm chatting. Yeah, the only, what is it, the rose amongst the thorns, Jeanette? That's who you are.
I thought it was thorn amongst the roses.
Oh, come on, respect for Mrs. P.
Not true. Very true.
We're all a bit thornier, and some of us are thornier than others. And some of us are a bit soft rather than thorny. I'm not looking at anyone in particular.
What's there something about the roses? Be careful of the pricks or something?
There's plenty of pricks around.
I had a guy today, and I kid you not, I drive an 8-ton dual cab Isuzu truck tipper.
Yeah.
And this guy decides that he's going to pull out in front of me 2 car lengths away from where I've got to stop. He decides to get into my lane at the lights. And I'm like, mate, I got both feet on the brake pedal, pushing as far as I can to the floor, trying to stop without running off his ass.
You smoked those tyres, did you?
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, no, they've got ABS in the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Jeanette says the rose is between 2 thorns.
Yeah. Jeanette, I want to know if you, once Pixie gets his drone in the air, whether you're going to give it a go. I reckon you should have a go as well. There's not enough ladies flying drones.
So how hard is it to fly a drone?
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's even easier to crash.
Oh yeah, I figured that.
No, it's pretty easy, especially if they've got altitude hold. It's really easy. It's just usually crashes only occur from just people taking risks, flying too close to trees, or
Crops flying off.
yeah, props flying off like Moz just had.
Yeah, I had that happen to me helicopter once. I lost the main rotor.
Ooh.
That was expensive.
Did it just shoot straight up in the air like Moz's prop did?
Yeah, I never found the prop. I never found the main rotor. I don't know where it went.
Really?
Never found
Wow.
it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that.
Yeah, Jeanette, I hope you do end up giving it a go. Yesterday I was trying to actually find any ladies who were drone flyers, and I came up on YouTube, and I came up with one. I could only find one person and she flies FPV racing drones, not the more sedate ones. Although I did, but having said that, I also went out flying a few weeks ago with some people that I only just met, 2 ladies and a guy, and one of the ladies had a Mavic. So that was good to see. So I know there's at least one lady in my city who's got a drone.
Fair enough.
I think Jeanette and Pixie have probably spent so much time on YouTube, they weren't in much time to go fly drones though. Well, between that and the cooking, Jeanette did this massive cook-off, didn't you, Jeanette, the other day? Massive cook-up for charity event, I think it was. How did that go? Yes, it is a challenge, Jeanette. I challenge you to become another droner. Jeanette's a good cook, apparently. I wish she lived in Australia instead of in England.
This is my bike room last week.
Wow.
That was my bike room last week. That was just for repairs. I had them done. That was on the Wednesday night. I had them done by Friday. So that wasn't too bad. But
So is that for people who bought them at Kmart, or can anybody take their bike in for repairs there?
no, just the Kmart ones.
Okay.
This will make you laugh. I had a lady come in. She said, "Oh, I got this bike out of the box, and there's something wrong with the back wheel, and my daughter went to ride it."
Oh, you think?
I can't understand what's wrong with that wheel. Really can't. You know, I mean, like I said, "Oh, what cliff did you jump it off?" She goes, "Oh, no, they didn't jump it off anything."
Yeah, right.
I'm like, "Yeah, right. That rim is torn.
Yeah.
Look at the rim; it's got a rip in it." She goes, "Oh, no, they didn't jump it off anything."
What, you just came out of the box like that? I don't think so.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm just trying to find. This was this was what I did at Toys R Us one Saturday morning.
Wow.
All those ones in the boxes. That was what I did one Saturday morning. Sorry.
You must have it
really-
down to a fine
really
art
stuck.
now, having done so many.
Well, I can usually do a BMX. I can usually do in about 10 minutes. A mountain bike, I can usually do in a bit less than 15.
Amazing. Jeanette's in the chat. Jeanette's just telling us about that cooking thing she did. 12.5 hours baking for cancer support. Well done to you.
Oh,
that is
nice.
Excellent.
Well, I missed the night walk this year.
When was that? That was just recently, wasn't it?
Yeah, I missed it because my mum died of blood cancer, and I used to do the walk in Tassie, and I missed it this year. I don't know. So I did the one in Devonport, which is an hour's drive away from Launceston, and the year later I did the Launceston one, and then I went out to Devonport. I did the Devonport one as well.
Wow.
And the Spirit of Tasmania do there as well. All the people all along the ship, all on one side, had all the lanterns up. So there's all this colourful gold, blue and white on the Spirit of Tasmania. As we were walking down this way, they were sailing out with all the lights on. It looked really awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Should have had a drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good. Cookie, leave my helmet alone, you crazy cat.
Jeanette made 112 pounds on it. That's like nearly 200 Australian dollars. That's fantastic.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, good on you.
Pretty good.
Bile duct cancer. That's not one that I hear of very often. Wow. Sorry to hear that. I'm trying to decide what to do for pick. Those of you who don't know, I don't know if you'd know, Mark. They're doing. Some of the guys are organising a 24-hour live stream coming up shortly, and anybody, basically, lots of different people are going to go on and host for a couple of hours, and there's a super chat there where people can donate money to each person who's hosting. Gets to name the charity that the money's going to go to while they're hosting.
Oh, awesome.
That's going to be a really great thing. That's happening on the 29th, I believe, of this month. So I'll make sure to put a video out and let people know about that when it gets a little bit closer. And
that's Anthony's birthday.
The 29th, yeah? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's Anthony's birthday. That's my son's birthday.
I think it's a great idea
Sunday night.
People from all around the world in different time zones, so it can be
that's awesome.
While somebody else is sleeping. Yeah, Mrs. P is going to be doing some of that. She'll do a stint. Well done, Jeanette.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pity I'm going to be on the road then.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, God, what are you doing?
We'll be waiting for your vids, Moz, when you come back from the Great Ocean Road. That's going to be awesome. I hope you got lots of SD cards, or you're taking a laptop with you.
Yeah, I'll take a laptop with me.
Yeah.
I've got a SSD external drive, which I just dump everything to.
Oh, yeah, cool. Ron Brown's
Jeanette
just
says she's
joined
going to do a
us.
couple of hours of Sunday. Cool.
Welcome, Ron. Thank you for popping in. Ron is from, see, I got it right, New Jersey, is that right? I think that's where you're from. I'm pretty sure if my memory serves me right.
Oops.
Yeah, Phantom 4.
Yeah, Ron's another droner. If you haven't subbed to Ron, please go and sub to him. Yeah, Jeanette's already done that. Thank you. New Jersey. There you go. We had someone
My
from
fingers are too
Tennessee,
fat for the phone.
someone from Michigan, and somebody from New Jersey now. Excellent. And we got 2 people from Cairns and 1 person from Townsville in Australia. I'm sure there's other Aussies here as well.
Yeah, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Who's from Cairns? Was that Chopper Rules? You're from Cairns.
No, I'm in Townsville, mate.
Oh, there's 2 from Townsville.
Yeah, I don't live too far away from Mark.
Moz, did you see that thing I put on my Facebook page about the Cairns drone guy scattering ashes from a drone now? Got a business up there?
Yes,
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing that the council would let you, but I guess as long as it's not over houses or something.
Yeah, I saw that on the news as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's coming up with different ideas. Now Ron saw it too. There you go. Yep, good. There must be people doing that in lots of places around. I guess. Having come from my previous job was working in admin at a funeral home. I know a fair bit about ashes and getting rid of them and helping people and how many ashes, how much ash a human makes. It's not as much as people think.
No.
If you scatter them, you can get done for littering.
Maybe you could.
Although, I was warned about that down in New South Wales when my dad passed away. They said, careful where you scatter them because you can get done for littering.
Really? That just seems absurd.
2 miles out.
Oh, you back, are you?
And but if you're like the biggest piece in a box of ashes is probably only going to be wouldn't even be as big as a thumbnail. It'd be smaller than that. Surely that's not littering.
How am I supposed to talk on this with you doing this, Cookster? Hey? Don't chew me tablet. Goddamn cat. Stop chewing me tablet. Look. That sort of solved the problem.
Yeah, cat. Now we can't see Mark at all.
He loves it. He loves his tablet for some reason. Oh.
He wants to make it look like your phone.
A lot of people scatter their ashes in the ocean. My mum's passed, and my father scattered her ashes down on the beach, just by himself, I believe. And my mother-in-law's passed, and I paddled her ashes out in a canoe on a beautiful high tide and scattered them out while everyone was standing on the beach watching. So yeah, a lot of people do that.
Yeah, that's the way.
Thanks for doing that, Ron. Ron, sub to everyone. Sorry?
I think last month, with my mother-in-law's side, that we buried 4 people. She lost a brother, the 2 brothers, her son, and somebody else I know. There was, yeah. He was the one that was in town. Remember, there was I don't know if it made the news or not, but he was in town at one of the restaurants working, and the boss went downstairs to get something out of the truck. When he come back upstairs, he was on the floor, gone. Couldn't be revived.
I don't remember hearing about that, but that's pretty sad. Did he have a known heart condition, or was it unexpected?
No, just unexpected. He had a heart attack and just gone.
Gone, yeah. Well, in some ways, I think it's better to go quick like that than it is to have a lingering in a nursing home or something.
Yeah, well, that's it, mate. That's what I said to Janet, my wife. I said, if there's tubes or anything hanging out of me, and the only thing that's keeping me alive is a machine, pull the plug. I don't want to live like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Ron says he scattered. Ron said he scattered his mother's ashes in the ocean as well. There you go. Yeah, a lot of people like to do that. My when my mother was alive, she was made pottery, and like she made that, the goblet. And
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, one of the things that you can, one of the glaze, the shiny bit that goes on the outside of the pottery, one of the ingredients you can use to make that is ash. So when she was alive, she was saying she would like a famous potter to mix her ash into a glaze and put it on a beautiful pot. And that was an interesting take on. Never happened, but that's what she talked about when she was alive. Would have been a bit different. And I said that's all well and good until the cat knocks the pot off the shelf.
Yeah, I heard something on, I don't know if it was on YouTube or on the news or ages ago. A guy at Summer Nats, his father passed away, and they put his ashes in the paint and sprayed it on the car.
Wow. Wow.
That's interesting.
That's, until the car had a prank or something.
Right? Yeah, well, that's it.
Definitely. All sounds well and good, but if it's something that's not very durable, it's a bit of a worry.
Oh, it was on a show car, so I don't think he'd be selling it. It was his dad's car, so I think he'd probably be hanging on to it.
Yeah, fair enough. Lovely to see Lovely to see people are still subbing to each other there. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, Birksdale and Ron and Dave from Perth West. Guys are doing great, helping each other out.
I'm still learning how to fly my phone.
You'll just figure it all out, and I'll say it's time I'm going, because I'm going to only be on here about another 10 minutes. So I'm going to give it a spell.
Yeah, well, it's already about an hour after my bedtime.
Yeah, mine too.
What are you doing? You're crazy.
So I've got to try and decide whether it's worth going flying tomorrow or not.
Work it out in the morning.
I'll have to look at the time.
Yeah, I guess work it out in the morning. Depend on the weather. The tide's in the morning, so that would be good to fly somewhere at a beach somewhere. Try and do something else.
I was thinking about going up to Crystal Creek and have a look around.
Crystal Creek, I don't know how much water's in there at the moment, but it'd be worth having a look.
I was actually going to get down to the beach.
Oh, okay.
I know the back road down to the beach, the road down to the beach, so I might have a look down there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, something different.
Unfortunately, it's not road bike friendly.
Ah.
I tried to go down there on my shadow, and it's not road bike friendly.
Yeah, no. You need a motocross bike or a trail bike or something.
Yeah, unfortunately, my back can't handle those bikes. I'm not allowed to ride them anymore. That sucks.
Mrs. P is going to pass on all these subs to her husband, Pixie, as well. That's great. And Ron, in answer to your question, no, we did not get any rain, unfortunately. Not a skerrick.
Not a drop, mate.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for months, Moz.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm helping out with an organisation in Townsville called it's Water for Townsville Action Group, and I've made a video that they're going to release next week, just showing how brown all of Townsville is, And I've also helped her make a big PowerPoint presentation that she's going to send off to all the politicians, trying to encourage them to support us getting a second pipeline from the Burdekin. So that's been keeping me busy last few days, trying to get that all organised. Definitely not going to be seeing any rain. But one thing I did learn, which I didn't know before, I think I might have mentioned it actually, is that the water that goes over the Burdekin Dam each year, and it usually goes over the spillway, would be enough to fill our dam here in Townsville twice over. So, and that's just wasted because it just spills over the top of the Burdekin Dam. So we really need the water badly. It'd be so awesome if we could capture that and bring it into our dam.
Yeah, I hope it goes well.
Yeah, we
for
were
you.
talking about the pipeline.
Yeah. Now, what did Jeanette says she's having a mini heat wave. That's no good. But what's a mini heat wave? I wonder what temperature that might be cool for us. A heat wave for us is about 35 degrees plus Celsius.
Or if it's getting really warm, it'll hit 40.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, will you stop it, you flea bag?
Thanks, Ron. Yeah, it's, I was pleased that I could use my drone to help them out. It was I don't do an awful lot of charitable type of things, but I was certainly willing to use my tool, the tool I have at my disposal to help that organisation. So I think they were going to have an official launch of the video and invite the media in that as well, but apparently that's been shelved now, and it's just going to be an online launch. Anyway.
Hey,
Sorry, mate.
25
The cat was
degrees.
chewing on me. The cat was chewing.
Yeah. It's 25 degrees, Jeanette, and that's a heat wave for you guys. Yeah. It all depends what you're used to, I guess. 25 is beautiful with the weather where we're here. We love it if it's 25 degrees.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Although 25 degrees in Tasmania is a heat wave.
Yeah, that's true.
It get pretty hot in Tassie, though. I remember on the West Coast, it used to get fairly hot when I was living there.
Yeah, it's hit 38 degrees a couple of times.
Oh, Birksdale says it's 12 degrees Celsius right there, right now. Holy dooly. Be a little bit
Send us
nippy.
some cold weather.
Be nice to have some cool.
I can remember a couple of days in Tasmania there, the top temperature was -2.
No,
That was the top temperature of the day.
It's no wonder you came back, mate. I couldn't stand. I wouldn't. No, I mean, I'd love to visit those cold places, but no, I'd rather have the heat.
Oh, no, I love the cold. My back hates it, but I love the cold.
Yeah, no. I'll pass.
Oh, we went up to Mount Wellington, and that's 3 kilometres above sea level. And it's pretty much got snow on it all year round. So that's how high up it is. And the wind chill factor was -25.
Wow.
According to the ranger station up there.
Unbelievable.
It was so cold up there that the condensation inside the ranger station was running down onto the concrete floor from the window. That's how cold it was. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. So I guess like places like Tas and where Jeanette lives in the UK, they've all got like double glazed windows and central heating, and much like we've got air conditioning, I suppose. So.
Oh, I didn't have that in Tassie on the West Coast.
Didn't you? What did you have? Just a wood fire or something, Moz?
Yeah, that's the one. Mate, we moved there from, I'm in mining, or was in mining.
Yeah.
We moved from Townsville to Rosebery on the west coast of Tasmania in December. And I was chopping wood as soon as I got there.
Wow, in December. No. Tassie's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
I didn't mind living there, just there's no work down there. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeanette, you definitely wouldn't survive over here in Australia. I'm surprised we see as many British backpackers as we do that come over here and seem to enjoy it, because some of them just lay out in the sun all day and never seem to have an awful lot of clothing on and seem to love this heat.
Oh, they come over here to warm their bones.
Yeah, I guess.
I can remember starting work at 4 o'clock one morning in the summer last year, and we were picking up palm fronds and debris off the road up at the Upper Ross there. And at 4:30 in the morning, we were sweating that bad. We'd already drank half a litre of water.
Yeah. I remember quite when I was courier driving, we had to go and unload a plane at the airport of parcels, and it was one of those small Mac airplanes where you had to crawl into the belly of the plane to get all the parcels out, and that was about 4 in the morning. And when you got out of the plane, you had to change your shirt because it's like you'd just been for a bath and you're stinking high heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not good.
Just for Ron Brown, Tassie is an island south of Australia. It's a state of Australia.
Oh, yeah, it is, yes.
Yeah, we talk as if everybody should know, but we're international here, so yes, Tasmania.
Yeah, the only thing south of Tassie is the Arctic Circle. Or Antarctic, isn't it? Antarctic.
All the other states are on the mainland except for Tassie. That's decided to float off a little bit.
Yeah, they're 20 years behind, so when the world ends, they'll end 20 years later.
And the Mitch family reality show has just joined us. That's Jesse. Hey, Jesse, it's good to see you here. Thanks for coming, mate. Won't be here that much longer, but I'm glad you made it. Jesse's doing like a family vlog type show amongst and doing a whole lot of other things as well. Anyone wants to subscribe to Jesse, I'm sure the Mitchell family would really appreciate that. He's doing his wife's doing cooking episodes, and he's doing interviews and vlogging what he does and all sorts of things. Jesse and I were friends from years ago. We met on YouTube years and years ago, and we lost touch, and we've just got back in touch and had a big chat today, actually, for the first time in years. So it's very nice to see you here, mate. Thank you, Jeanette, for subscribing to the Mitchell family. Jesse and his family will appreciate that. And Ron subscribed to them as well. That's great. And I'm sure Jesse will subscribe back to you guys as well.
Oh, there we go. Found out how to do it. Now I'm subscribed too.
That's good. It's a bit tricky when you got big fingers like you and I have got, Mark.
Yeah, especially on a crappy little screen on the phone.
Know the feeling.
They don't make phones for Australian fingers.
No. But if they made phones big enough for us, it'd be like carrying a TV around.
You have to put it back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Ron, it's Moz, not Mum.
You don't really look like a mum, Moz. Typo, that's all right.
Oh, that's right. Chubby fingers.
Well, to give you guys, hang on, give you guys an idea. Hang on, I set this thing up a bit so I can hold it. This is my keypad I'm typing on at the moment.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of room on there for my fat fingers. Considering that's one of my fingers.
And you have to use fingers, don't you? You can't use a pen or something. I've tried that before and it doesn't work.
No, not on a touchscreen, no.
No.
No, I've tried that myself.
Ron, we're only mucking around. We know you weren't intending an insult, mate. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good fun.
Yeah, that's it. Until somebody loses a finger. There goes my flea bag.
Then it's hilarious.
Oh, the boss has just walked in. Now I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh. Hello, Janet. Jesse's asking to come on the panel. Jesse, I would, mate, except I'm overdue for finishing up, actually, and my wife's waiting to see me, so I'm going to have to call it a night, I think, guys.
Yeah, the boss is getting ready to go to bed here too, so I'm going to have to call it a night myself.
Yeah. All right. Well, I really appreciate everyone coming along and just subbing to each other and just catching up and listening to three old dudes ramble on for a little bit. I hope you had a laugh at some point at least. And Richard's just joined us as well. Good morning, Richard. I'm afraid we're just about to finish, mate. But it's nice to have you here. You're heading off to work. You have a good day at work, my friend.
Yeah, have a good one, mate.
All right, guys. I'm going to call it a night.
All right, cheers.
See you all later, and I'll see you on the YouTube.
See you on the roundabout.
All right, guys.
Take it easy, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
See ya.